Welcome you out, ladies and gentlemen, to West Lawrence High School, where we have Principal Clifford Garnto standing by and getting ready for another school year, Clifford.
Yes, we're real excited. We're going to start the school out with about 1,250 students. Got about 14 new staff members, so it's going to be an exciting year. 14
new staff members. Now, most of those either retired or moved around in the system, or what would it be?
That's right. We had some get promoted. We had a few husbands transferred somewhere else, you know, so they had to go somewhere. But as far as just leaving them, losing them to another school system, you know, just because we weren't happy, that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
You know, it was more situational and promotions, you know, and whatnot.
Yeah, and you love to see growth from within. We talked to different administrators who have come through this system, who have dealt with you. One thing they point out on you, Clifford, is you're very even keel, and that's a trait that they try to take along with them. It doesn't pay to get upset about things, though, does it?
You know, I had to learn that the hard way when I was, you know, when I was young, coaching and teaching, and you know, through the years, I've matured, and not, you know, the even keel is the best way to go, because you can't change what just happened. You know, you can make decisions to help what may happen in the future, but you can't change what just happened. So, you know, I try to stay even keel.
Yeah, and so, you know, looking back and going forward, how do you protect school kids in this environment? You know, it's a changing thing. It's not the same as when you went to school. It's not the same when I went to school or our parents went to school. It's a different day. So what do we do to produce a positive environment for all kids?
Well, you know, we're very visible as administration. You know, our students see us in the hallways. They see us in the classrooms. They see us during lunchtime, after school ball games. They know who we are. You know, it's not like they don't know us. They know us because we're there. You know, we're present at just about everything that they do. And, you know, we try and bring a comfortable atmosphere. We generally run an open door policy. If kids want to come see me, they can come, you know, they come to my office and say, hey, I need to speak to you, Mr. Garnto. And, you know, and if I'm tied up, then I'll get back with them later. So.
Yeah, so open door policy. Yeah, and parents, you know, they're going to be coming to an open house coming up in just a few days. Tell us about your open house.
That's right. We'll have all those students coming in. Our student council will be here giving directions for students and parents. Most of our students won't need direction because they're returning, but our ninth graders will. We'll have our booster club table set up, our lunch table set up, our transportation table, you know, for those who ride the bus, need to know what the route is. And so we'll have a lot of different things going on for the parents. We're also going to make available to them this year that we haven't done in the past. As a district, we decided to give them, they've had access to the student information system for their child to check grades, check attendance, but we've never really just promoted it as far as giving them the form as they walk in the door. So when they walk in, they're going to get that Aspen form, which is the student information system that, you know, that'll help them track their students.
Yeah, and that way they stay completely involved. When grades are posted, they're able to look right there at any given time.
That's correct.
And, you know, we want parents to become involved with their kids. And so ninth graders coming in, what's going to change mostly for them, and what do you try to produce to them for a positive atmosphere?
Well, the biggest adjustment to them is not just the size, but, you know, I taught at the middle school for 12 years, so I understand how the middle school works, and your teachers are right there with you. You know, they walk you to lunch. You know, as you go to the bathroom and monitor hallways, there's a lot more freedom here, and they have to embrace it with a positive attitude, but also making good decisions with that freedom. You know, and we try and give them guidance, and most of them are lost for the first 3 weeks, you know, but then they finally find their niche in the hallways, you know, at break time and lunchtime.
Yeah. Okay, so what's changing greatly as far as your help, your immediate help, or the front office help? When people come out, who are they greeted by?
Well, I've had no change as far as my administration. Mrs. Kemp, Mr. Gay, and Mr. Ernest Holmes, you know, they're back with me again. And our front office help, our secretaries are the same, our counselors are the same. So, you know,
that's good.
Those are familiar faces.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
The last 2 years have been a little rare for us as far as turnover. And it's, like I said, it's been more situational. Job transfers with spouses or but
within the system.
But not just changing the profession. You know, we haven't lost teachers to changing their profession.
We talk about how many students, how many faculty members do you have here?
We'll have about 113 between teachers, parapros, custodians, lunchroom workers. We have about 71 certified teachers.
That brings up a good issue now. you can, as far as lunchroom, paying for your child to eat lunch, what have you, you can do all that online as well, can't you?
You can, yeah. Yes, sir. They have a system there where you can go online, make a deposit to your child's account, and then once it starts running low, then our lunchroom ladies will let that child know, because they'll come up to me and say, hey, Noah owes $10.
Right.
His account's going low when he gets some money. So,
Yeah.
We give him a little money to put on his account.
That's right. You got to feed them.
That's right.
Got to keep your strength up. And I know you're looking forward to a great year. So we have a few coaching changes, which we've talked about over the past few months. That should be very positive. But you want kids to be involved in everything: band, sports, clubs. All that is just part of the atmosphere, just part of a successful career in high school, isn't it?
Absolutely. That's one of the things that we try and stress to our ninth graders that come in. If you can't find your place, then you may need to reevaluate what you're looking for, because there's plenty here for our students, from clubs to athletics to band. Our FFA program is one of the biggest around, with over 200 members. Our band has over 200 members. We've talked about before, on a Friday night, over a third of our student population is involved on a Friday night between band, cheerleading, and football.
That's impressive.
So there's a lot, probably 10 or 12 clubs, that students can get involved in, and just about all of them are community based, getting invested within the community, doing service work, which is also good for your college application, when you move on and applying for those scholarships as seniors.
And this school works hard, as all our Lawrence County and city schools do, try to work hard for students to be able to go to that next level. And that's what it's all about, being involved in a lot. Now, when you look at this year and you look at your approach to it, how many years is this for you, Clifford, in education? Total?
This will be my 25th year.
25 years.
And it'll be my 13th in administration. And this will be my 8th year as principal of West Lawrence High School.
Congratulations.
Well, appreciate it.
You must be doing something right, Clifford, that's for sure. Because you don't keep a position like this. You have so many people to deal with, so many important decisions every day that you have to do. I know the community and really appreciates what you do. And again, that even keel, that level-headedness that you bring to these students, because it'd be easy to get excited out here with a bunch of kids around.
Right, because there's always some turmoil.
Yep.
And that's just something we deal with, and we address it and move on. And part of my philosophy of education is, every student can learn, and we're here for all of them. Not just for the ones who are like my kid or like your kid or somebody else's student. It's for all the students. And it goes back to that open door policy. And no matter who your child is, they're important. They're important to somebody.
Yeah. Thank you for what you do again. We want to invite everyone out to the open house coming up here at West Lawrence High School. Wish everyone a great year.
Thank you.
Our summer celebration continues at Dublin Chevrolet.
Save up to $2,100 off MSRP on the 2018 Equinox.
Call, click, or come see us. Dublin Chevrolet, the only dealer you will ever need.